What's up, y'all? Today we are reacting to how to be a housewife in the 1950s.
Did you ever have to make a meal in 20 minutes, literally from the time you entered the kitchen until the meal was ready to serve? Well, Sally Gasco did once, when the schedule for a before-supper football game and an after-supper movie got...
I'm not gonna lie, 1950s style was it. Look at the kitchen. Look at the way they dressed. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Fire. Absolute fabulous.
got a little confused. She wasn't in too much of a hurry, though, and you should never be, thoroughly before starting to the meal. Because Sally is rapidly learning homemaking, she knows most of the basic techniques of good kitchen behavior and knows how to use the tools of the craft. But to get a meal in a hurry, something more is required. In this case, a little intelligent pre-preparation.
Boom, Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Possibilities. Open that shit up. You know what's crazy? Back then, when I was in love, I would have done anything for my significant other. Now, I won't even boil a hot dog for half of you motherfuckers, if I'm being honest. Like, wouldn't even put a hot pocket in the microwave for y'all.
In a convenient corner of the Gasco kitchen is an emergency shelf of canned and packaged goods appropriate to a quick meal. Here's where Mother also tucks away a spare collection of cleansers.
Wheat thins.
The foods include canned soup, cooked meat, stews, any good packaged food which will keep indefinitely. Sally decides upon corned beef hash and hot date pudding for dessert.
Hot date pudding.
Other ingredients for the meal, corn on the cob and green peas, will come from the frozen food storage compartment of the refrigerator.
Look at that fridge, okay? Our parents and our grandparents are always like, this generation is so lazy. Bro, I work my ass off between two jobs. I work my ass off, and you know what I got in my fridge right now? Milk that expired 2 weeks ago, a couple cans of beers, mayonnaise that have been in my fridge for like 2 years, a bunch of condiments, soy sauce, open container of butter, leftover ramen noodles from last night. We're struggling. This generation is struggling. Help!
Refrigerator. The Gascos keep this shelf full of the modern frozen foods, which are not only useful in general, but especially so for quick meals. The basic meal, the hash, corn, peas, with a little cheese to spark up the flavor of the hash, are spread out on the work shelf, along with the utensils she will need. Time to go to work. High time, even. 3 minutes.
Which just popped up in the corner. 1950s. Let's make a sandwich. This is so sexist. Why am I reacting to it?
Suffice to get all the packages open and the contents out in pans and cooking. Another convenient thing to remember in this quick cookery is that vegetables are best to eat and best for you if they are cooked a minimum length of time. In the case of frozen vegetables, the time is even shorter. The pudding goes into the oven, where it will warm slightly while they are eating the main course. Sally will serve it with cream. There's no time for fancy sauces. How's the time going? Well, fast, but not too fast. It's time to serve, and Sally is going to be able to keep that 6 o'clock deadline. Mostly, to be honest, because of intelligent marketing, rather than any great show of speed right now. While she's serving, we might remember, as she's doing, how it's possible to cook a meal quickly. Knowing how to handle the equipment involved in cooking, to use the utensils deftly, and to use them for the purpose for which they were designed, is a matter of practice and a question of technique. When the need of the moment is for fast, efficient cooking, a modern gas range can be the most important piece of equipment in the kitchen.
Is that frozen corn? See, the graphics are so god-awful back then. This is like almost 100 fucking years ago. It's hard to make out. That looks like literally corn on the cob with corn. Why can't I talk? Corn of the cob with shit on the fucking plate.
6 o'clock, and there we are. It's possible to make a meal in 20 minutes if, first,
Wow.
you're well-grounded in good kitchen techniques and have the right tools with which to work at the time. And second, if you're foresighted enough to purchase and keep in a special emergency shelf in your cupboard and the storage shelf of your refrigerator, a good supply of those modern foods which have taken most of the terrors out of cooking against a deadline.
Well, hot lamb. Even just that wall alone, fabulous.
Whether it's done by the day, by the week,
Hands
or just once a month,
on the
meal
wall.
planning presents the homemaker with her best opportunities to express her talent. And today's modern world offers the widest variety, the greatest selection, and the most delicious possibilities imaginable. Most meals start with an idea, usually an idea.
Bro, cameraman back then, you did not. I see her fucking pores in this 1950s camera. I see her pores. You did not have to zoom into her face that close.
About meat. It's hard to beat the sizzling aroma of lamb chops. Or what about meatloaf with a fresh twist called lamb loaf?
Lamb loaf.
And lamb shish kebabs will bring real life to an evening on the patio. Has your family tried lamb stew lately? Make plenty because it's good as a leftover dish too. Also,
I hate
there's an
leftovers.
unlimited selection of delicious roasts, like this leg of lamb,
Disgusting. I'm not a big meat
or this
eater.
tempting
Pause.
rolled shoulder roast. And even this, the gourmet's choice, the Royal Crown lamb roast. All are available at your market throughout the year. For a satisfying combination of economy, variety, quality, and palatable pleasure, remember there's nothing like lamb. The variety is almost endless. Roast lovers will find many delicious lamb cuts that roast superbly. The leg, for example, is more than just a leg of lamb. Your meat man can provide you with a long leg, and you'll be able to serve lamb sirloin roast and a leg of lamb roast. Delicious tender loin chops. This portion of the lamb produces the rack roast, and when 2 or 3 are used, the result is the crown roast. This, called the breast section, produces riblets and spare ribs. The shoulder section provides familiar round bone and blade bone chops, the square shoulder roast, and the rolled and tied shoulder roast.
Very fucking interesting. Okay.
Stew is an old friend at any dinner table.
Ew, bro. It looks like
To prepare
fucking
stew,
heart.
brown the lamb cubes carefully in a small amount of cooking oil and add your favorite combination of vegetables.
What is that? What am I looking at? Is that dicks cut up? You can't tell me this shit does not look like baby dicks cut up, bro.
Bruh.
Ew.
Cover the pan tightly and simmer. Better fix plenty, because the stimulating aroma of lamb stew does something exciting to the appetite. It'll be a surprise if you have any left, but if you do, good for lamb. Leftover lamb stew is good reheated or as a new dish in this.
Listen, I can't judge. If y'all into this type of food, that's cool. Back then, it probably was, it 100% was way better. No fucking shit filled with MSG, preservatives, filled with antibiotics, making the meat go from this to this. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just not my cup of tea.
One of the favorite leftover dishes is lamb pot pie. While the stew is warming in a 450-degree oven, prepare the
What is
biscuits.
sh-
Then,
biscuits, okay.
add the biscuits to the top of the bubbling stew and bake for about 20 minutes. Results? A perky new dish from a dependable old favorite. Other use-again lamb dishes include cold sliced lamb sandwiches, great for lunchbox excitement.
You know what's really good though? After Thanksgiving, me and my mom, we do the big ass turkey. I don't even give a fuck about the turkey the same day that it's served on Thanksgiving. The best part is, you know, after you're done cutting all the meat off the bones and putting it back in the fridge, the next day, a cold turkey sandwich with mayo, salt, and pepper. Fucking delicious. This is my favorite part of Thanksgiving every year, the day after.
And for a hot meal, without that warmed over taste, how about hot lamb sandwiches, made with last night's main dish and piping hot rich lamb gravy. Curries and many casserole dishes can also be made with leftover lamb. For other quick-to-fix, economical lamb meals, try one of the many possibilities with ground.
How much is lamb nowadays? I bet you back then it was literally 2 pennies. Right now on DoorDash, a full 22-pound case frozen Frenched lamb rack for $444.18 can get ordered and arrive by tomorrow morning through DoorDash. Thanks, DoorDash. Generally, prices range from $6 to $28. $28 per pound. Different cuts of lamb have different prices. Ground lamb is typically less expensive than rack of lamb. I want to see a case of beef ramen noodles from Top Ramen and how to make a fucking... I want to see how to make a meal out of ramen noodles. Okay, like boil eggs, turn it into some Naruto noodles. Okay. I don't know. Add some season. Do something, cause this is not realistic. I'm not spending $400.44. $444.18, excuse me, on a fucking rack of lambs for dinner. Be fucking for real. These are the same people that yell at us about, why don't you invest in a house? Ma'am, do you see that houses are $1 million fucking dollars today? But back in your day, it was 3,000? Come on. Like, let's be real, bro.
Lamb. Lamb burgers with all the trimmings.
Did he just say lamb burgers?
Will go a long way to satisfy the most critical group of guests. And an economical, always tasty lamb loaf will suit your family fine any evening of the month.
Who can
To prepare
afford
lamb
this?
loaf, just add minced onions, dry breadcrumbs.
Oh no. What is this? What are they making now? What the fuck is this? Lamb. Listen, it looks like chili. Is it lamb chili?
Tempting? Of course. All lamb is. But experiment with lamb in any of your favorite meals, like a party dish of special lamb spaghetti sauce. The spicy taste and zesty aroma come from a combination of lamb, tomatoes, garlic, onion, and oregano. It's easy to prepare.
Look at the final.
And you'll be surprised at the wide variety of lamb available at your market.
Yeah,
Most-
$30. $30, by the way, for a pound of lamb near me. And this is near me. I'm in upstate New York. What?
Cuts are in the cooler. But when you're ready for a special cut, your meat man can have it for you in a few minutes.
Your meat
It takes
man.
special skill to prepare cuts like the famous crown roast. 2 or 3 rack roasts are bent outward and stitched together to form the crown.
Yeah, you lost me again. You lost me. Why? I thought this was a...
Huh?
I thought this was a how to be a housewife in the 1950s. You're not showing me anything except unrealistic expectations. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't afford lamb for dinner. Anyways, y'all, please like, comment, subscribe. Adios. Mwah.